invested in many startups, and one of his startups, Allah Barik, blew to 90 million. One of the ones that he invested in.
Yeah.
And I asked him a question. I told the story earlier. I said, Akhi, why do you still do what you do? Like he sold half of his shares in that company.
Right, he exited.
And he has exited from companies before that. Like the guy has got generational wealth. So I said, why do you still do what you do? And he said, Akhi, you know why? Because being a shareholder in a particular company, when I meet with the board of the company and I meet with the CEO and everyone, and they're talking to me about the numbers and this is up and this is down, I asked them, how's your iman? Is it up, is it down? Have you prayed your salah? And he said, they're confused first, but number one, they listen. He said, I don't even have to give them a hadith. He said, because of the position, the seat that I'm in, they take it straight away. He said, you've got people now that have stopped drinking alcohol, started praying 5 times a day. To the point when they're trying to make strategic decisions about which way to go, they consult, they have all of these exercises that they go through to work out, to do the risk management and everything. So then I sit and I say to them, well, have you done istikhara yet? And he's like, that's why I'm in the position that I am, because I know that these companies that I'm investing in, these guys are going to be very big movers and shakers one day. So I want to be in a position where I can help guide them at that level.
Yes.
So the thing that blows my mind is, he said, Akhi, I just sit on my chair and I say, pray your salah. He said, there's kuffar that sometimes there's kuffar that work, but he said they'll just, yes sir.
That's what's up.
Yes, yeah. And he said they just do it because of the position that I'm in.
Right.
So and one of the wisdoms we see that the Prophet the prophets of Allah, they were always from a position of influence in their tribe. And the one prophet that wasn't, Prophet Lut alayhi salam, who was from a different people who went to his people, one of the reasons why he was treated in the way that he was from his people, he never had tribal influence.
Wow, I never thought about it.
Yeah, in that region.
Wow.
So then after that, Allah always sent a prophet that had influence. So, and this is the thing that I love, is that you're building this company, and we're going to talk about some of the things that you did and the way you did it, Allah Barik. But you're telling me your vision, your calling, your why is that you want to be an older brother for our brothers that are lost, that don't know how to do this. So I really resonate with that. Jazakallah.
Yes, of course, brother. And going back to that brother's story, right? Imagine the impact when he says pray salah it has on those people. Because now they're thinking, because he is an embodiment where they want to be. Multiple 7, 8, 9-figure exits. And he's telling me to pray salah. Oh my God. So automatically, if you're, going to the masjid with your Lamborghini and you have Rolex and you're in the first row, praying sunnah, then praying fajr, then praying Quran, automatically, naturally, to young people, that has more of an impact. Because they know that your dunya is not in the heart. Yeah. You're carrying it in your hand.
And there's actually, and I know there's going to be brothers that are watching that are in similar positions and situations. I really urge them to come out and share this. There's so many brothers that are doing things correctly, and they're engaged. They're witnessing huge amounts of success.
Right.
I really feel like it's a responsibility on us to share that with others. At the very least, to let people know that it can be done.
Right.
Because if you don't see, we were talking earlier as well when we speak about Roger Bannister, right? Roger Bannister was the first person who ran the 4-minute mile.
Yeah.
Before him, they believed it was impossible.
Right.
You cannot run a mile in 4 minutes. But then when he broke the world record, he did it. In the next decade or so, 13 people broke it after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once one person does it,
absolutely,
you realize that so many others can do it, because we have these limiting beliefs.
Right. Brother, I have never been to any real estate events in the US where alcohol is being served, where free mixing, women, everything, right? I've never been to any such events. Like, you'll never find me, and I know so many people with beards, and they're in real estate, you'll find their picture with kuffar women, like hugging, taking picture. It's not allowed, kuffar or non-kuffar, but I'm just saying, a point, right? But you'll never find a picture, not because I hid all the pictures, it's because I've never been to these events, right? And it is possible by not going to these events, by not shaking hands with women, by not free mixing. Now that all the women that come to my office, if they need anything, I try to, sort it out with my managers. I'm like the last person they should meet if nobody could have, managed it. If they're meeting me, they already know my protocol. It's an open glass office. Everybody's seeing what's going on. You're sitting far from me. I don't want to be a Me Too victim or an attack or whatever that you're going to come with. And now they don't even offer their hands, even the kuffar. They know because I have built that reputation for me. And this is what I tell all my sales agents. Like, look, we're real estate salespeople first, right? So, brother, we don't have a product. We don't have a car to sell. We don't have nothing to sell. What are we selling? It's our reputation. And our reputation, we build it in our marketplace. You know, think about Sam. What do you think of first, right? Think about Fahad, one of my agents. Think about Nabil. What are you thinking of first? I tell them, like, think of that, right? What's your reputation? That's your brand. What's your character?
Why is reputation important? Why is
reputation is everything, brother. Reputation is everything, because that's all we have that I think we have full control over, our reputation, right? If somebody slanders us, that's completely different. But what we do, you know, we have full control over my 3 feet, and that is my reputation. My brand is my reputation. My character is my reputation. Like, loyalty is a very important thing for me. Brother, I've been using the same barber for the last 10 years, you know, because that's just for me. He has not asked me to not leave me, but for me, that's loyalty. The guy had made sacrifices. He had made last minute changes to fit me in that one day 5 years ago. I need to keep repaying him back.
Reciprocation, right?
Yes, absolutely, brother. And I actually have a formula for that, reciprocity. Care, C-A-R-E. C is for character. A is for your attitude. And R is for being resourceful. And E is being extreme in all of the above.
Wow.
That's the only way we can actually build something. Right, brother? You have to give back. That's the way you give back.
And then when you give, you receive.
Absolutely, 100%.
How did you first get into real estate?
Yes, so there are 2 aspects here.
So I assume you didn't have millions to start off with and invest and...
Absolutely not, brother. And this is a great transition, right? When you build a reputation in the marketplace, this guy keeps his word, right? I can cash his word. Like, if I give you a word, you can take it to the bank and cash it right now. It's not going to bounce, right? This guy is loyal. This guy has character. This guy has values. This guy has principles. This guy has, like, set non-negotiables. Like, these are my non-negotiables. No matter what, I'm not doing that. I don't sell properties where there's cannabis or marijuana going on. Business, I just don't do it. People made millions. I just don't do it. I have never taken money from someone who's, like, from Israel, believing in Zionism or whatever. They have invested big time. I don't take money from them. This is my non-negotiable, right? So when you have a reputation...
It's very brave of you even mentioning that. That's something that's going to go out online.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it is what it is.
Because they could potentially... I respect that. I say because potentially, like, you know what I'm saying, people can create problems for you, but the fact that you're like, you mentioning that now just shows your consistency to your, and your commitment to your principles.
Of course, brother. And I'll just be true to myself here, and I think I briefly mentioned to you, brother. Initially, when I was doing having these non-negotiables, I was not talking about it, right? I was just doing it myself, right? For example, if I know at a closing table, there'll be a bunch of women, and they are going to want to be shaking my hands, taking pictures afterwards. I'm not telling them, hey, due to my deen, due to my non-negotiables, I'm not showing up, you know? I'm not telling them that. I'm just not showing up, right? And I'm making it happen. Then you get to a position where you can actually tell them, and they're like, oh my God, and they actually respect you. There are 2 brothers in our office. One is a white gentleman, one is an African American. The white gentleman he was a devout Catholic. Now he's to the point he believes Jesus is not divine. There's no way. Okay, so if he's not
just
divine,
by being around you guys.
Yes, just from being around us. So if he's not divine, what is he? He's just a prophet. Okay. The next step is believing in Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu as the last messenger, and that's it, brother. And there's an African American brother, after seeing us fast in Ramadan and make more cold calls than we're usually doing, like make more calls, going like more crazy while fasting. It's like, man, these guys, it gotta be divine, man. How is this possible? These guys don't eat, drink, and they make 250 calls a day. Wow. How is that possible? What is this about? You know, and then we showed him now on our Telegram, whenever he texts, he says, if Allah, he does not use the word God or Jesus. If Allah wills, it's all from Allah. You know, I just leave him be, and he's seeing everything that we're doing.
You know, I find a lot of brothers, they say things along the lines of like, Akhi, Abu Bakr, I'm trying to get married. My parents are telling me, no, it has to have free mixing, it has to have music, the marriage. Like, but I was like, so why don't you just tell them no? And he's like, I am telling them no, but they're not listening.
Yeah.
So why are they not? Why are they not listening?
Right.
And what it always comes back down to, because when they ask me like, how did you do it? I said, bro, from the beginning, when the deen came into my life, I made it clear. You said there are non-negotiables.
Yes.
Across the board. I didn't go to weddings of my own first cousins who were getting,
Same
because
here,
they had this, that.
Same
It caused
here.
big issues in my family.
Oh, big
But
issues.
when it came down to me getting married, no one even questioned it. No one even asked. They're like, they're kind of just
Yeah.
like, okay, whoever he says,
Yes.
we already know he's going to do whatever he believes is right according to his deen.
Right.
What can we say?